Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Tato, back again with recipes that make you wanna cook. On today's video, we're making this delicious breakfast quiche. Stay tuned. Let's get started, guys, and as usual, I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. Now, for this recipe, you're going to need a total of 5 eggs. As you can see there, I added 4 eggs, but I ended up adding the last one, which makes 5 eggs. And you're going to add half a cup of full cream milk. To season your eggs, you're going to add your aroma. You can use any seasoning salt that you like to add. You can also just use salt, but I like aroma because it has a unique flavor, right? You're also going to add some black pepper as well. And that is about all the seasonings that we're going to use, because we're going to add a whole lot of other flavors that has salt and its own flavors. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and mix that thoroughly until it looks like this, honey. Then you're going to go ahead and add your chopped bell peppers. I used all three colors. You can decide which colors you want to use. If you like a little bit of spiciness, you can also use some habanero chili peppers. You're going to go ahead and add your cheese sausages in there. You're also gonna add your stripped bacon. Now, as you can notice here, I'm not adding everything. I'm just adding to just mix in there. So you're going to add half of everything into the egg, so that once we layer the quiche, you can add more on top, so that they don't all sink into the eggs, right? So we're going to use some puff pastry. You want to use puff pastry that is still cold, okay? If you buy it from the store that is still frozen, you're going to pop it in the refrigerator, right? Not at the freezer, in the refrigerator, just so that it can thaw. You don't want to use cooled or warm puff pastry, because it's going to be difficult for you to work with it. It's going to stick on your hands, it's going to tear easily. So as you can see, mine was still cold, not frozen, but still cold to the touch, so that it's easier to work with. Remember, it has a whole lot of butter and your hands are warm, so the minute you touch it, it's going to melt. Okay, it's going to start to be sticky, so you want to prevent that by using what it's cold. You're going to add your egg mixture into there, honey. As you noticed, I did add some piece on the side, so that the puff pastry is raised a little, so that when the eggs puff up, they don't spill on the sides. Okay, so like I said, you're also gonna add more of the toppings on top of the quiche, because we didn't want everything to sink in the eggs. We want the top to be nice and puffed and presentable. You're going to add more of the toppings on top. You're gonna add your peppers, the bacon again. You're gonna add the cheese sausages. In South Africa, we call them cheese Russian. So kitty Russian, right? So you're just gonna layer everything on top again, and then you're going to finish it off with some cheese. I used a mixture of cheddar cheese and some white Gouda cheese. You can also use mozzarella cheese. I couldn't find mozzarella, that's why I opted for white Gouda cheese. You're just going to lay it. If you like cheese, honey, you can add as much as you like. Okay, I love cheese, so I'm gonna add a lot. You know it. One thing I forgot to tell you guys is also I added some red onions. I didn't add a lot of it. As you can see, I'm also gonna garnish with it on top of the cheese, just to give it a little bit of color. And that is how it goes, honey. I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes, just until the eggs has set, the cheese has melted, and the pastry is nice and flaky. I'm going to pinch the sides of the pastry, so that it doesn't shrink that much. It can still hold shape. If you don't pinch it on the sides and tuck it nicely, it's going to shrink significantly, right? So you want to prevent it by pinching the sides, so that it doesn't have room to shrink. You're going to brush the pastry with some milk. You can also use an egg, but I didn't think it was wise for me to crack a whole egg just to brush these tiny sides, right? So I'm using milk, and if you're gonna use milk to brush the sides, just know that it's not going to be as golden as it usually is. So if you want it to be really golden, you can go ahead and use some eggs, and then you're gonna pop it in the oven, 200 degrees Celsius, for 25 to 30 minutes, or until The eggs are set, the cheese is melted so beautiful like that, and the crust is nice and golden. You're gonna go ahead and finish it off with some green or spring onion, guys. I have some onions growing in the garden, so I just use the what do they call it? The springs. The springs to garnish everything is because I just love the aroma. I love the color as well. You're going to cut into it, honey, and you're going to serve, guys. This is so delicious. It's simple. It doesn't require a lot of things, I believe, because there's not a lot of seasonings. The cheese has salt, the bacon, the sausages. Oh, honey, it's just a perfect blend. But if you like puff pastry, this is beautiful. Look at that. The eggs have set, and all you need to do is serve and enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you on the next one. Please give this video a like, comment down below and show me some love, and I'll show you back some love, and I'll see you on the next one.